everybody, this is Monica Wood sending buckets of love from my isolated household to your isolated household. And when all of this gets to feel a little bit overwhelming, I just try to remember that we're all in this together. We're all cutting our own hair. We are experiencing this strange time as one big human family. And now for On This Day in Maine History. April 2nd, 1935. The Macmillan Company publishes Brunswick native Robert P. Tristram Coffin's book of poetry, Strange Holiness. The book wins the 1936 Pulitzer Prize for Poetry. Born in 1892, Coffin was a Rhodes Scholar and a longtime Bowdoin professor of English. He wrote dozens of fiction and nonfiction books and illustrated many of them. His nonfiction books include Mainstays of Maine, Maine Ballads, and Kennebec, Cradle of Americans. Coffin, who died in 1955, was also the poetry editor of Yankee Magazine. Here is a poem by Robert Tristram Coffin that I think speaks quite well to the strange time we're in at the moment. It's called See Your Place from the Sky. It's good to see the thing you love from air and nothing, high above, to look at where you eat and woo the way a sharp-eyed god might do. I have done it under a wing, seen my place as one small thing, seen my farm with the whole sun, making all its bright parts one. The field I lived in one whole day when I was a boy at play was only the brocaded cloth on the brief wing of a moth. The bays that I had thought so deep were azure pastures with small sheep of white boats nuzzling at white spume, poking their noses into bloom. All swiftness slowed up to a creep, nothing restless, nothing steep, no hills, no valley, nothing hid. Paths opened and showed me all I did. The road I walked one bitter night was no more than a strip of light, and there was only a gentle tree where once vast darkness leaned on me. There was the place I was begot, open as ever a small child's thought. There was the grove where I met love, as open as an empty glove. There were the hills my young son ran on his way up to be a man, and they were nothing but two green carpets with thin trees between. Nothing was hidden, nothing dark. There was my house, a burning spark, and I went quiet as a hawk, floating above all sin and talk. Ride over your homestead, every man. Ride over it high as ever you can. See how the sun, the impartial sun, makes love and pain and sorrow one. Stay safe, everybody.